we are almost reinventing all the time how to manage this balance. Uh, the biggest challenge that we face today is avoiding the temptation of stereotype. We typically do a stereotype so that we understand the things better. But the stereotypes sometimes do not work. I mean, our CEO did a research on Gen Y, and he actually published a book right now, but we did a survey on what does Gen Y want? And we had a seminar like this, and we called some speakers, and we called what is typically called a Gen Y to listen. Then we asked somebody randomly, so how did you feel the seminar? That girl said, you know something, I did not like every speaker said, you know, when I was your age. You are never my age because you have never lived in the era that I am living when you are that age. It was a very direct and blunt feedback. Second thing is that I think and I completely agree with Kavita, that's a generation which is here and now. You know, and that is good, but they also look for bigger cause. For example, when Uttarakhand happened, some of our associates put up a hand and said that, look, I am taking a time off scheme and I am going for 2 months for a volunteering. I mean, this also is Gen Y because they are looking at the purpose which is beyond the current this thing.
The meaning. They're looking for meaning.
They're looking for meaning. They're looking for very different things. And I think while I said it is difficult to figure out how do, and I agree with you, how do you make a policy or a process which satisfies everybody? What we keep doing is, one is what Kavita said about communication, but the second is also about, can you develop different views in the same organization on the same issue? For example, we have something called a shadow executive board. I mean, they actually get all the issues which the management committee handles and they give their own opinions very, very boldly. Then there's something called Women for Excellence, and are there any issues which are to be impacting the gender? And they come with some views on some of the issues. Then there's a third board which is called what we call diversity and inclusion, which is basically, today we are working with all nationalities. And when you are headquartered in India, you may rave great about your policies, but is this policy making any sense to a Dutch person, to a Japanese person, to a Chinese person? Do they relate to it? So there's a D&I board. And we don't have an answer, but what we keep doing is continuously keeping that dialogue open from multiple dimensions and trying to incorporate as much as you can. But if I say that, yeah, we have figured it out, I don't think it's a real issue. Aspirations are changing and your business focus, you have to still deliver the business value.